วัสดีครับทุกคน คุณมากนะขอบคุณครับขอบคุณครับผมชื่อควินและผมจะสอนคุณภาษาคอมพิวเตอร์นะ
ฉันก็ท
ที่ setup เราไปในweblet.com ผมจะพิมพ์แค่sorry sorry having a bit of a lot of people here thank you สวัสดีครับทุกคนที่ setup เราจะไปrebel.com ผมจะพิมพ์ลิงก์ใน chat และใน rebel.com เราจะสร้าง account yes, everyone needs to make a rebel account. Here you go. Link in the chat to make a rebel account. All right, welcome ทุกคนนะผมชื่อควีนและผมจะสอนคุณโปรแกรมคอมพิวเตอร์ผู้ All right, a lot of people, thank you everyone so much. A little nervous right now. Okay. All right, what we're going to be learning today is something called HTML. HTML is how you make websites. And once we know how to use HTML well, we will be able to sort of create whatever we want. It's the groundwork for all coding things. I will attempt to say it one more time in Thai, even though I'm sorry, my Thai isn't great. And at any point, I'm trying to explain something and I can't do it in Thai. Someone could just know English and also Thai can jump in and try to explain it for me. That'd be great. All right. วันนี้เราจะเรียนHTML. HTML เป็นภาษาคอมพิวเตอร์และ HTML เป็นพื้นฐานที่ตอนที่เรารู้มันเก่งเราจะสร้างอะไรก็ได้ที่เราอยากสร้างเป็นโรบอทหรือ
สวัสดีค่ะ
เลยครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีครับเพิ่งเข้ามาครับสวัสดีค่ะ
เลยครับ
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดี
สวัสดีครับ
เลยครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Good morning ครับ
Good morning
Good morning teacher
Good
morning
ขอบคุณ
teacher
ครับ
Good morning
Morning
ชื่ออะไรเหรอคะ Morning
morning
Morning Good morning
ของแม่ดีสุดอันนี้มันต้องเสียบ
Morning teacher
Good morning
Good morning
morning
Good morning teacher Morning How are you teacher
I am good, thank you. And actually, if you want, everyone, while we're waiting in the chat, why don't we put in the chat or
เตรียมอยู่ตอนนี้
ใน chat พิมพ์อาหารที่เราชอบมากเลย
What did you say
In the chat,
Good morning
all type
teacher
down our favorite food.
Hello
มันจะต้องมันใช่แบบนี้แต่มันแบบ
30 participants.
Yeah, my goodness, I am amazed right now.
Oh,
Everyone for coming. It's
oh
great.
my holy lonely pony eating macaronis. 133 participants.
what
What is that? What is that? Now I don't know how to we can start.
Where are you from? What is uvu in the chat?
Teacher.
Yes,
Teacher.
not currently talking, definitely mute.
Fish and chip.
Teacher.
Teacher. How
Yeah.
to we can start study?
Yes,
Okay,
in just a
when we're
moment, a lot of you just keep pouring in right now. You click admit.
What is the performer?
Hello.
Cheese or spaghetti?
I am a mom of
Did I click now?
kids.
Hello.
From my experience, we should when you teach, you should let the voice.
Teacher, do you like mac and cheese?
Teach, you go ahead with your lesson.
All right, and one more time here. To begin, we should all make a Replit account. I will post the link in the chat. Go
I
to
make now.
this website here. Shoot. Just for all the new people here, you should make Replit accounts and then log on. Sorry, I would start. I just keep getting people streaming in here. We'll start in just a minute. I promise.
Okay. Teacher, we're gonna use this program to study code programming for this class, for like this whole subjects of class.
Yeah, we're gonna use Replit to code basically most things we're doing until we get pretty far into our coding journey. We'll go to more localized stuff. But for now, Replit, it works. It's great.
I create the account already.
Good job.
Teacher, I just
Did I create the coding?
All right. That should be good. And good job to everyone who has made a Replit.
เต็มเลย
โน้ตมาเรียนเร็ว Let's create now.
All right. Hey, clap to Kona. To everyone, shoot. To everyone still, go to the website in the chat to make an account at Replit.
Teacher, I make an account.
Good job.
I already made an account. I already made the account now.
I can go in the website setting. I already.
All right. All right. And yeah, if you have like VS Code and everything set up, totally fine. I'll just be showing everyone on REPL because a lot of people probably are new. And yeah, a lot of people, wow. Thank you everyone for coming. All right, in that case, I will now officially begin. My name is Quinn. I'll be teaching everyone to code today. The IDE we'll be using is Replit. You can make an account in the chat. We're going to be learning HTML, CSS, and eventually JavaScript. These are all programming languages, and they're all used to make websites.
What do we need to do now?
All right. Once you have made your Replit account, you should see something like this screen here. Once you're at this screen, you click the toolbar on the top left, click Create, and in the Search Templates bar, click HTML.
I searched already now.
All right. And once you've typed HTML, you can click Create REPL.
I already did that.
Good job.
Teacher, my website isn't loading for some reason.
Check your router and check if you're connected to the internet. If you are already connected, your connection might be slow.
I have a question.
I already did the whole thing.
Can you do it again? I was going to the bedroom.
Yes. At repl.com or replit.com. You click on the Create button, type HTML. Once you made an account, you click on the Create button, type in HTML. Shoot. All right, I have to keep admitting people. I should probably just have a.
I think you have to tap the HTML button too.
Yes.
Teacher, it's like you need to type HTML at the template, right?
Yes. Once you type in HTML, you click on the HTML, CSS, and JS button, and then click Create REPL.
Okay.
What now?
Đây này. Lục này.
It's a lot of like scripted, and you can.
And if you have any questions, or I'm speaking too much English and you don't know what I'm saying,
I actually know what are you saying. I just like I already did the whole thing.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Teacher,
all right, thank you.
teacher, what next?
All right.
So, it should go like to Hello World, and it should go to Hello World, and it should all be already there.
Yes.
So,
Teacher, I
like,
can't.
I think is when you like type body.
Okay. Once we're at REPL, you see you have a bunch of code here. All this code sets up the actual website.
Teacher, can you do it again?
The idea of tags. Each tag is this line, for example. This line is a tag.
Wait a moment, please. When I create a REPL, how about
Teacher, I
title?
can't go on the website.
All right. Okay, sorry. I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Okay.
I don't understand. Be the body.
Okay. Yes, there may be some problems with the website. It's possibly just Zoom trying to handle all these people. But okay. All this stuff is used to create the actual website. The body tags here, this is where you type in your actual code, where you type in code to see what is being made in the website. HTML as a language is built around the idea of tags. A tag is anything with a less than sign, a name, and a greater than sign. This is a body tag, and it also has an end tag. The end tag is a lesson sign.
Teacher, my computer is not working.
Okay. All right.
I'm open the website so fast.
Yes. All right. If you have questions, you can type it in chat for now. I just have a lot of people here. Okay. Sorry, getting a little flustered. Sorry for moving a little slow. Okay. This is a tag. It has a lesson sign, the name of the tag, and a greater than sign. The lesson signs and greater than signs are how HTML knows what kind of tag it is, or that it is a tag. This tag is a body tag that has a name body. In between the two body tags, you will write the majority of your code. To write a line of code, we can start by writing a less than sign, words H1, a greater than sign, and we're done. We have created a tag. You can see Replit makes the end tag for us, this little less than sign slash H1 greater than sign. And we're done. We've made a tag. In between the tags, we can now write the text we want it to say. The text we want to say should be maybe something like, welcome to the internet. Yes, let me. All right, if you don't know how to make an account, here is the website link. You should be able to, there's like a big button when you go to the website. It says start coding. You can just log in with Facebook or something. All right, but if everyone takes a second here to try to copy what I've done and make a tag. All right. And if you run this code, you will find we have a very large welcome to the internet text on our website. That is because H1 stands for header, header one being the biggest header. I saw someone ask, why is it called a tag? You can almost think of it like it's a sticker, right? And H1 is a sticker, and then you actually are just typing the text that you wanted the sticker to say, and you're putting that on your website. All right. Oh, and for anyone new, one more time, what we're doing here is we're going to the Replit, copy paste. We're going to the Replit account is an IDE, and we're making an account. Once we've made an account, we'll be at this page. Very nice, Gio. You click on the toolbar on the top left. We'll click on create. We'll type in HTML. Click on the HTML, CSS, and JS bar and click create REPL. And we'll have a full REPL to write our code on. And if you're on tablet, that should totally be fine. Oh, you should be able to maybe like it, you know, join the Zoom and the code on the same window possibly, or you might want to get another tablet to have one thing for writing code, one thing for the Zoom. And on computers, you should be able to maybe like minimize it with the Zoom on one side of your screen and the code on another. Or even just, you know, like this, back and forth between two windows. All right, and one more time for everyone, because I seem to be pouring in with new people here. Sorry if I'm being a little slow. We will go make an account at replit.com. I will post it in chat one final time. We will click on the toolbar on the top left, click on create, type in HTML, click on HTML, CSS, JS, and click on create REPL. All right. Now, this is all HTML. To make a tag in HTML, we will type in lesson sign, H1 greater than sign, putting in the text we want to have. I'll put in welcome to the internet again. And I can click on the big run button and I get a website with the big text, welcome to the internet. We can also make smaller headers. We can go lesson sign, H2 greater than sign. And in between the two H2s, we can write I like to eat mangoes. This is creating a big welcome to the internet header and a smaller header that says I like to eat mangoes. I will now do a bit of troubleshooting, and if anyone, try to write this code down. I'm going to do a bit of troubleshooting for everyone. And when you're done writing this code, write done in the chat. And if it's not working, try to look at my code closely and see where the two codes might differ. Also, if you have any questions, you can type them in chat. All right. And to be clear here, what we are creating are tags. HTML as a programming language utilizes the idea of tags to create things. A tag is written with the lesson sign, the name of the tag, which are made by HTML. The people who make HTML decide what the names of the tags are and what they do, and a greater than sign. We also have another lesson sign, a slash, the same name, and a greater than sign again to signify the end of the tag, where we want to stop the text. And thank you to all the people answering questions in the chat. Good job. All right. The second thing we'll be doing here is creating a P tag. P stands for paragraph and is used for when you have a lot of text that you want to be small. To create a P tag, we will type less than sign, P greater than sign. And here I can write a bunch of text like this is a lot of text. So hello to the tons of people who have come here. All right, I see some people have their hands raised. If you'd like, you can put your question in the chat. I'll try to answer it. And once you're done making this P tag and writing what text you would like, put done in the chat. ตอนที่เราเสร็จแล้วเราจะพิมพ์ done ใน chat. All right. One final thing to people who don't know, there's a bit of vocabulary here that we use as programmers. This sign, which is the shift button next to your M key, is the less than sign. We use it to begin a tag. This sign, which is the shift next to your next to the key next to your M key, is the greater than sign. There's also the curly brace. The left curly brace is the shift next to your P key. There is the right curly, which is next to the key, your key. Also, the semicolon, which is next to your, colon, which is the next L, but all right. And sorry, it moved slow. One more time for people who are just now arriver, make account at .com. And account. Sorry about that. My computer is great handling this many people. But once you have Replit account toolbar, click create. Second try. Apologize now. All right, as I was saying, you type in HTML, click HTML, CSS, JS, and click Create. All right. Now, in the body, all this code is HTML. HTML is done through the idea of tags. A tag is made with a less than sign, the name of the tag, and a greater than sign. To create a tag, we will go on line 11, click Enter a couple times. We will then type less than sign, H1, greater than sign. And we'll type in welcome to the internet in between them. And if we run, we get a giant welcome to the internet. H1 stands for header 1, header 1 being the biggest. There's also header 2, header 3, header 4, and header 5. And we get a bunch of headers all in getting smaller and smaller. H6, there might be an H6, let me see. I do not believe there is an H6. Never mind, there is. There are 6 different headers all getting smaller and smaller. And you see, all of them share the same format of a less than sign and a greater than sign, and the name of the tag, and ending with a less than sign, a slash, the same name, and a greater than sign. It's very important to have the same name. Otherwise, HTML doesn't know when you've ended your code. And I do not believe there are any more than 6. And if there were, you wouldn't need them. All right. There's also the P tag for when we don't want to have a big header, or in this case, a small header. When we just want to have a lot of text, which is less than sign, P, greater than sign, and then a bunch of text. And if we run it, we see I get a bunch of text here. All right. I will now show you, if everyone is mostly done writing some of this text here, I will now show you how to stylize your website. Because right now, we don't have much style to it. We have very black and white. Oh, and in the chat, what does the P stand for? Yeah, good job, Akira, is paragraph. So to style our website, we will go to another file here. As you can see on the left side, we have 3 files. We'll click on the style.css file. And this file is actually being written in another language. The language of CSS. It is written differently. It does not use tags. Instead, what we can do is H1 left curly brace, and inside the two curly braces, we'll click enter. Then we'll type in color, colon, space, red, semicolon. I'll give everyone a chance to write all that down. And if I run it, as you can see, my H1 is very big and red. Okay, yes, you click the big run button to run your code. How do you get extra line in the code? You click the enter button or the return key, depending on your computer. All right. I promise in later classes we will deal with the technical issues we're having here. I'm sorry, everybody. I will fix a lot of stuff. All right. So when you are done with this code here, go ahead and put done in the chat. All right, and if you'd like to see the earlier HTML, here's what we have. We have a tag called H1 with welcome to the internet. We have a couple more with H2 and H3. And we have a P tag. A tag with P stands for paragraph, and we can write whatever text inside it we want. All right. We can also add color to our other headers. For example, if you wanted to make our H2s, maybe say blue, we could write H2 space curly braces, enter. Wait, shoot. Sorry, H2 space curly braces, and then enter in the curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we will write color, colon, blue, semicolon. And we'll click run, and we get blue text for our second one. We can do the same to our H3. Maybe say the color green. And for our P tag, we can write P, curly brace, and then color yellow. We have now given each element, each section of our website a different color. All right, if everyone wants to try to do that, I need to do one thing real quick. All right, my screen is back. All right. And if you are having problems, you can write it in chat. I'm sorry if it's something big and annoying. We will make the lessons better in the future. I'll have smaller classes maybe. And yes, it is important to be in a different file here. You shouldn't be writing code in the index.html file. It should all be in the style.css file. All right. Give everyone a chance to get that there, maybe debug it a bit. All right. We will now do something fun. We will make a background for our website. Right now, our website has a very white background, very boring. So what we can do is we can go up to line 3 here. We can go into our line 4. We'll click enter a couple times. And we'll type in body. Body is the tag we have in the index. It's this body tag that surrounds all our code. In our body, we'll type in left curly brace, which remember you can find near the P key. Click enter. Shoot, sorry. All right. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm going a little fast here, actually. Let's go back a couple steps here. Remember, to begin with, we just want to be creating H1s. H1 is a tag. You create the tag by going lesson sign, H1 greater than sign, and REPL autocompletes the lesson sign / H1 greater than sign. Inside the H1s, we type in whatever we want to type, like hello world. And if I run it, I get hello world. There are many different kinds of H's, H being header. There are many different levels. H1 is the largest. There's also H2 and H3. There's also the P tag for smaller text. And you can write a lot of text in a P tag instead of making a big header. Now, to add some color to your website, you can go to a different file here, style.css. In this different file, you'll be writing a different language, that language being CSS. Here, you can type in H1 curly brace being this key here next to your P key, shift curly brace. And then once you got that, you will click enter, then type color, colon, red, semicolon. And now all the H1s, the big headers in your text, will become red. Don't worry about this script file for now. We will use that in another class. All right. And you don't have to just use H1s. You can use all your different tags. H2, H3, P. You can change all the colors of your tags, as I have done here. You can also go ahead and change the background color. You can change the background color by typing in body and a left parenthesis or left curly brace. Inside the body, we can type in background dash color. Background spelled BACKGROUND dash color colon. Oh, someone's drawing on here somehow. I don't know how you're doing that, but all right, background color colon, and then I'm gonna type in. Shoot, okay. I have. Oh dear. All right, if you stop doing it for 1 second, I will. All right, I don't know how to set permission for you to not do that, so please just don't do that. Okay, anyways, background color colon, I'll type in light blue, semicolon. Light blue spelled LIGHTBLUE. And if I run it, now my entire website is a nice light blue. And you don't have to just use the colors I put here. You can pretty much put most colors and HTML will recognize it. Like instead of red, I can type light red. Maybe not light, how about dark red? There we go. Now it's all a dark red. And you can keep customizing this however you'd like. You can add more H3s here. You can just copy a line, paste it down here, maybe add some new text. I'm going to go ahead and try to create a little website about myself. Until I figure out how to disable annotations, please don't annotate. Thank you. In my H1, I'll put in, welcome to my website. In my second H1, I'll put in, my favorite food is mangoes. In my H2, I'll put in my favorite game is the Stanley Parable. All I'm doing here is just adding different text, personalizing the website a little bit. And if I run it, I get some nice text. Yes, I am trying to read the chat as much as I can. Okay. So, if you are having problems and something isn't working, you can also try to copy your code and type it in the chat. Yes, good question, Flynn. I promise next class we'll have like more classes and put everyone in smaller classes. Yeah, 170 people in a class is a little much. But for now, the main thing to remember is the idea of tags. Having a lesson sign, an H1, and a greater than sign. Replit will make the other tag for you, and just typing whatever text you would like in between the two tags. And by clicking run, you create that text on the right. All right, okay. A little bit of debugging here. Something that Proud put up here. I'll actually show you a bit. What Proud is doing is having a lesson sign, an H2, and then typing the text. The problem here is that we actually need to make sure to have the greater than sign after the H2. Shoot. And then typing our text in between these two tags. REPL will make the second tag for us. It will have a slash, and then typing the text like I like mangoes in between the two tags. Okay. And to stylize things, we'll go to the style.css file on the left. As you can see, I can go to different files here. And to stylize something, I can do something like typing H1, left curly brace, enter, because REPL will make the right curly brace for us. If there isn't a right curly brace, we need to add one ourselves to make sure there always is a right curly brace to end it. Then typing in color, colon, brown, semicolon. And now my H1 is brown. And to make the background color, we'll type in body, left curly brace, right curly brace here, background color, background dash color, and then same thing, putting in the color we would like it. Oh, and yes, Norfat, what is your question? All right. All right. So, a bit more troubleshooting, very common problems you will have when writing this code will be things like not having an end tag. That is very common. Sometimes REPL won't automatically make it. So you will not have the end tag. Always try to add the end tag. Another thing would be missing the slash for the end tag. Always need a slash. Another thing is writing CSS, which is this code, in the index. HTML doesn't know how to read CSS, so it won't know what to do. A thing especially common in the HTML is forgetting the semicolon. You will almost always forget the semicolon. It is a common jokey programmer problem. So always to end a line in CSS, you want to add the semicolon. Oh, thank you, Micro. I don't know why I keep writing it as mangoes, like the ma is going somewhere. All right. Okay. I will now be wrapping things up. For homework, try the best you can to use some of these things, the H1s, H2s, maybe even going down to H4, and try to make a personalized little website. And once you're done, you can screenshot it and post it in the group. Oh, class won't end just yet, just letting you all know, basically, the code you're writing now is partially the homework. You just kind of finish it off, and then you will begin posting it in the group to show everyone your actual code. Also, if you have problems, you can post in the group to, and I will, or someone else will try to help you debug it. All right. I will now go ahead and show you a couple more CSS things you can do. in your styles, let's talk about font sizing. We can actually go ahead and make things a lot bigger than we're allowed to on here. So let's say we want our H1s to be even bigger. We can go text, colon, and then a really big number like 100, and then the words PX, semicolon. Wait, no, shoot, I mean say font dash size. I don't know why I wrote text. Font dash size is how you change the size of your font, of your text. All right. Okay, text, trying to look through some chat here. The text color didn't change. It's probably because you have some kind of syntax error here. I saw. All right, let's look at some code here. I do not see your CSS. If you haven't written any, then that's probably the problem, but you will need your CSS, which I'm showing right here. Let's talk about font size a little bit. Font size allows you to font here, font size 100 pixels. Once Apple decides to run, REPL is a problem here. But basically, H2 or font size, your font size. So, the normal font size is 2 pixels. That's what the pixels, 32 pixels. You find it when you're like changing the font on like a Google Docs or something. They also, show font size in numbers. That's the amount each character takes. So font size 100 is a space. And having trouble and so is REPL apparently. And there we go. I have a really big welcome here sign. All right. Yes. Here I can. I believe you can now unmute. I see you're raising your hand there.
Okay, I'm in CSS5, so I'm trying to use light blue background, but the background is not work. I don't know why, so I ask you.
Okay. The problem is probably because you misspelled background color, maybe. I'll type it in chat if chat will stay still long enough. No, I direct messaged that. Shoot. There we go. It could also be because you misspelled light blue, or maybe you forgot the colon. Those are the 3 common problems there. Oh, there we go. I'll just direct message it to you. All right. All right, I'm now going to go ahead and try my best to answer as many questions as I can here. All right, I'll just go from the top of the hand raising section. I'm going to ask everyone who had their hand raised on Zoom to unmute, and hopefully we can talk about some issues.
So the background color is light blue and I do all of it, but it's not work too.
Huh. You know what? Let's try to go ahead and I'll stop my share, and then you on the bottom of Zoom, you can try to share your screen. I'll stop my share, then you can try to share your screen so I can see the problem. All right. Oh, okay. The problem is that you have the code as light blue, blue again. So just take out that extra blue. All right. There is one more problem. Go ahead for me here. Go to line 3. Here, let me just. Okay, here, let me show you what you need to do. I'm going to go on my REPL. You have probably accidentally added some stuff here. You have like this. You need to go ahead and delete some of those E's. And then go on line 4 and add a right curly brace. Just to clean up that code there, you're probably getting an error because of that. All right. Okay, and for the next bit of time here, I would say I'm going to make it so everyone can unmute, and I will try my best to answer questions. Let me do it. There we go. Everyone should be able to unmute.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh, it can't
Okay,
turn
so
on the microphone.
that is
Okay.
the reason I cannot do the font.
Now is that
Teacher,
All right.
teacher,
Thank you.
teacher.
you.
Excuse me, teacher.
Thank you.
What
Thank you.
type of
Whoa, whoa.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
more chaos than I thought there was going to be.
excuse, excuse,
Bye.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
See you next time, teacher.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay. Yes. If you have a question, go.
Okay. Well, I tried to type the font size, but I cannot type the font size. I just typed it 100 and say font size and dot and quote unquote in the, and I already finished the problem. So why is it not zooming right now?
All right. Go
I will show the
ahead.
camera for you, but
Yeah,
I'm
stop
on a
share and then you can show
PC.
me.
I'm on a PC, so I need to I don't know how to record. So this is the best shot I can.
Thank you.
Teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Wait, are we leaving?
It seems like people have misunderstood my unmute everyone.
Tomorrow I will
Not
see
leaving
you
has
again.
Bye. See you next time.
It's fine.
See you next time.
I have a
See you next time, teacher.
See you next time.
Teacher.
Bye, teacher.
See you next time.
Just
I'm have question.
Can I have this one?
Teacher, I'm cramped.
All right, sorry about that. I will say, if you have problem with the font size, it could be maybe looking through your other code, you might have some other thing wrong, like you missed a curly brace, or you didn't put the PX. The PX is very important. All right, yeah, and that we will now stop class. And yes, the homework is just to basically have a website running and have some of your own personal information here. Nothing too personal, just like favorite food, that kind of thing. Make a little website everyone can see, and then screenshot it and post it in the Facebook group. That is the goal for today, to have a little introductory website to yourself. Thank you everyone for coming. Hope you were able to learn something. And yes, in the future, we would definitely have a more coordinated class structure. I honestly didn't expect quite so many people to show up. All right. All right, and now this time I will let everyone unmute to be able to say goodbye or whatever they want.
Teacher, I have a big question.
Bye bye.
What
Teacher.
And if you have a problem with your code, you can go ahead and share your screen right now. And I can see it.
Question.
Teacher,
How do
when
you
are we going to
save
meet
your
again?
progress? How
And
do you
our next class is same time
with your
today,
screen?
and there's probably gonna be more classes that will be added throughout the week.
Teacher, I'm new here, so is this like the
teacher,
first
homework again?
Teacher, I have a big question. So when I'm in Replit and there's a create a webpage, what type of template do I use?
Okay. The template to use, I will share my screen. You're on Replit. I would attempt to do it here. You will create HTML, click on HTML, CSS, and JS. That is the template to use. Sorry if you weren't able to get to that.
Yeah, I was waiting for it the whole class.
Yeah, I
Thank
only have
you.
one question. How
Yep.
do you save your progress that you
I
that
mean,
you did?
yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah,
do I
how do you
save the
save-
progress?
If you already
don't have to
created,
save
you
it.
can
You
save
just
it.
go in Replit again. Click on the toolbar and click My Repls. And then you have all your repls right here.
That's kind of a
Yay.
lot.
Yeah, I have a lot. I've
Yeah,
been
and
using it
how
for
do
a
you
while.
share?
Yeah,
And to
I
share
think
it, you can just you can post the link to it or just screenshot it.
I'm on a
How do you
PC, so I
screenshot?
don't know
That's the
how to
question.
shoot up.
It depends
don't
on
know.
the computer. For me, it's Shift Command 4.
Actually,
you can look it up per computer. Probably like Shift Control 4 or something.
Control.
Excuse me, can I please ask a question?
Yes.
So how do you add like audio into your website?
That is a bit of an advanced question. We'll get to that at some point, trust me.
Well,
And
that-
maybe I'll you can maybe like comment something on one of the Facebook posts, and I might be able to answer that question. But yeah, it's a bit advanced for right now. It's also a little bit deprecated. It's not really a thing you do anymore. Browsers won't let it play and stuff.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Teacher.
Save your work. You don't have to save it. You can just leave, and then in REPL, there's a section called My REPLs, and you can just see all your REPLs.
Also, do you have a big plan? I'm just gonna say this for the last. Is JavaScript as same as the C language?
I couldn't quite hear you there. May I try one more time?
Okay. Is Java and C language the same, or is like a completely different language?
Oh yeah, yeah. JavaScript is for websites. Things like Java and C are for everything else. Basically, there's a ton of languages, and once we know this language, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, once we know that well, we can move on and learn like anything else really easily.
Well, I'm just confused because before I program, my dad teach me C language.
Oh yeah.
Then it's like a completely different language. So I'm confused. So it will be the same as I learned.
Yeah. When we learn JavaScript, you see that it's a lot closer to languages like C. HTML and CSS are completely different. They're just for yeah.
Teacher, do you have the video?
I have one
playback?
question.
Do you
What
have some
language
video
is
playback?
Bash?
Sorry.
What language is Bash?
Bash is something else. We're not actually quite sure.
Is it
have a recording?
like a cube picture?
Bash is stuff to do more with the command line. And I feel like someone was trying to ask a question earlier.
Teacher, do you have a video playback for this meeting?
Yeah, I have the recording for the entire class, and I don't
Sure. Thank you.
It's like I know how to program a calculator on a C language, but not the JavaScript.
Oh, yeah, video player on JavaScript is fairly easy. There's just like a video tag. Yeah.
So technically, I learned C program for so much that I actually know how to make a calculator with it. Just that this is a new JavaScript, so it's more confusing, but still it's actually more easier because I have to like print F, scan F, and it's a lot. But
okay,
you just
there are actually two languages that sound very similar, but they're actually completely different. JavaScript and Java.
I know it's a completely different thing. Just that I think JavaScript is easier because you don't need to like print F and just like exclamation point and need to print the text. You just the blank screen and you can just print the text out.
Teacher, I have a question. Next time, teacher.
Could you try to say one more time?
Teacher, my P's and tens won't change color to yellow.
It's probably a syntax error. If you have syntax errors, post your code in the group as well, and I will help you fix it.
Teacher, do you have a replay for this meeting?
Yeah, I have the recording, and I will post it on the group.
You mean Facebook online?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Okay, thank you, bye.
All right.
It's actually my first time learning
Yeah.
JavaScript.
All right, real quick, I see Katie8Y has a question. What's your question?
I cannot change the color of my background to light blue.
All right. If you have, you know what? How about you go ahead and share your screen right now, and I will debug it.
So let me see. I need to do something real quick. This is some text that's random. There is a lot of blanks here. Okay, JavaScript.
All right. I will share my screen, and I will show you what is wrong. Okay. First of all, you have a lot of stuff not actually, here real quick. Sorry, boy. Okay, basically you should be doing something like body, left curly brace, and then inside these two curly braces, you want to go background dash color blue. You have this correct. You just don't. You just have it like outside of stuff. You want it all to be inside the two curly braces.
Yes. Hello, teacher. I have some question.
Yep.
Yep, this is about a HTML code, right? So if I would like to learn more, so where could I find the link that's I could learn more?
HTML and CSS, I would recommend maybe stuff like Khan Academy has some good stuff. There's also free code camp. I know it's pretty good.
Oh yes, can you write it in the chat box? Thank you so much.
I'm not sure I can find it right now, but I will maybe put on the group. Here, maybe.
Okay, so is Replit, that website we just learned about, is it on like any mobile device? So I can do it like on the go?
Yeah, totally. Rebel, you can do. It's easier, obviously, to type on a keyboard. All right, no problem. You have the font size outside of your H1. You need to have that inside the two curly braces.
Oh.
Let me show you here.
Wait, I think I see something. Well, the font size has to be like this straight line floating, so you can like multiply the font size.
You have stuff like this, right? But you have your font size outside.
Yes, like that. Yeah, that you have to like type the straight line that is floating between the font and size.
All right.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Can I change my background into a light blue?
All right. Go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
It might be a mistypo. I think.
All right.
จะวาดสคริปต์มันง่ายกว่าป้าครับ
Go to your style.css file, please, Proud. All right. Okay. No problem. All right. Here, I'll stop the share and then I'll show you on my screen what you are doing wrong. Okay. You have it where you have a bunch of code, right? And then you also have, outside of all that, you have background, and then you also have space color, and then light space blue. What you need to do is be putting the background color stuff inside the curly braces here, inside body, left curly brace, right curly brace. Also, you should never have spaces between words. It should be a dash for background dash color, and no space between the light and the blue. And make sure to have the semicolon. All right. I'm here for about 5 minutes. Ask any question you would like.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Here, this is my teacher. I couldn't change the color.
All right.
The sentence that needs to change the text into the yellow.
Huh. All right. I see you also have that font size problem at the top. Oh no. Okay, it's a couple things wrong. Okay. I will again go on my REPL and show you a couple problems. It is not a problem with your line that makes things yellow. It's actually a problem with the lines near it. All right. So here is some of your code. There we go. Okay. So first error is that you have this font space size outside of your H1. You need to go ahead, copy that, delete it, go on line 12, click enter, and then paste it inside the H1. You make sure you put it in between the two curly braces. Also, you should never have spaces in between words. Have a dash. HTML doesn't know what font space size is. It does know what font dash size is. And finally, you have you're missing a curly brace on the one, like right above your p tag. You are missing the right curly brace. Just go ahead and click enter there, and then add the right curly brace.
Oh, wait. There's a space between the colors.
Yeah, HTML can only read things like single parts that have no spaces. When it thinks, oh, you mean like a whole different thing.
Teacher, I tried to change it, but it still cannot change the background into a light blue.
All right, go ahead and share your screen again.
Okay.
All right, go ahead for me there and copy your code on line 9. Like highlight it all, like Control C. Oh no, just the code on line 9. Yep, copy it and then delete it. Should be like Control C and then delete. All right, now go to line 3.
Teacher, it won't work.
Oh no, it will work. Go to line 3.
This index.
Style on the style, go to line 3. Yeah, first go to the style.css file again. And then go to line 3 near the top. Yeah, go to the end of it, click enter, and then click Control V or paste. And if you run it, it should not work because you have it inside a body tag. You should always have your property code on CSS inside the curly braces. Inside the right curly braces. Yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for sticking around, asking me questions, and thank you for coming to the class. Again, if you have problems in your code, you can even like reach out to me directly. You can DM me. You can post on the group, and I and maybe other people who know code a little better can help you through it.
Good thing that is like the website that I use is mobile, because I think it's so fun that I want to go it like outside, because now I have to go outside.
Yeah, REPL is nice for that. You don't need a computer, and yeah, I totally get just wanting to code all the time. When I started, I was like, I must be always coding.
Like Replit is so cool because it also has like different types of coding words like C, C+, and more.
Yeah.
Teacher.
So
yeah.
I can change my color and my background color.
All right, go ahead and share screen. The last one here. All right, yeah, go to your style. All right, oh, okay. You spelled color in the old, like British way. I'm not sure that will work. So go to your color.
British way.
You go to your the body tag on line 7, and delete that U in the word color. Just the letter U. Right here, actually, I'll go ahead and
Don't wait.
I will share my screen. I'll show you what to do here. First of all, you have added an extra U. I can see, yeah, it doesn't work. So right here, you have an extra U. I think that's like the British spelling. HTML was made by Americans, so they will only use the American spelling. So take out that extra U there.
COLOR แนวกัน spelling ใช่ไหมฮะ stability COLOUR
Yeah.
ต้องใส่อะไรใส่ตัวนี้ด้วยเหรอหนูขาดตัวไหนไปมันถึงได้ติด
You also have stuff outside of your body tag. Just go ahead, pick it, copy that, delete it, and then click enter and put it inside your body tag, inside or between the two curly braces. You always want to have stuff between the two curly braces. All right.
Teacher, our progress will save automatically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. 8 participants.
All right. And that will be, unfortunately, that will be it for the questions. It is 12. Thank you for asking me questions. And if you still have problems, go ahead. You can you can post in the group. And for homework, when you do have a working website, post it on the group. Thank you for coming, and hope you're able to learn something today. See you again this Saturday. This Sunday.
Bye bye.
Post it, maybe some like more classes to try.
Bye bye. See you next time. Thank you.
See you next time.
Teacher.